Hello everyone, welcome. This is Paulo, and today I'm going to do something peculiar. I should probably just lower the audio a little bit. Let me put it at 25%. So the reason I'm doing this is we are not going to hear a lot of the audio because I am going to play Imperator Rome, but I'm not gonna play Imperator Rome. Let me clarify what I mean. So this is a summary of a playthrough that I did a while ago. That I've been doing for a few days, I meant to say. And so I feel like the audio didn't go down, right? Is it just me? Wait, did I just press escape because I'm an idiot? No. Let me maybe put the music down. Yeah, that's... Wow, that felt like it went down by nothing. So, like you... as you might be implying from the title of this video, a few days ago I started to play, to start a playthrough, not in Iron Man mode, kind of to get back into the game. I really like this game. I really like the historical period. I really like the kind of the context of the game. It's still a bit rough, and if you know anything about the game, you know that it had a bit of a weird release, and then I still commend Paradox for kind of making a 2.0 version where they really just kind of redid half of the game. It was pretty impressive, and I still really like it, and I like the mechanics of it. I feel like, you know, there could be more, but we'll see if they release more in the future. But in any case, I decided to play as you know, I done a few kind of initial playthroughs as Rome, and another one I had done it as Uzizmia. Yeah, Uzizmia. And I had conquered like all of the northwest of, well, I guess modern France, and I think you become an empire as Uzizmia. You have like a mission to become an empire, but that was fun, but it was still I was still kind of missing, like, I wanted to try something different, and I started a playthrough as Aksum, which is actually, I realized later that it was actually going to be pretty hard, and the reason is kind of in the long run, and we'll see how far I got, but the issue is that you're kind of just bottled down, like even here, right? Like, let's say we choose Lemovicia, like Lemovicia, I don't know. Like, we can go and conquer it and slightly get bigger, and like you know, we can conquer Bituria, and then we get bigger, and now we are bigger than anyone else, right? Because everyone is kind of starting at the same level here, and the problem is Aksum kind of starts in an era where there's a few small players, but everyone else is way bigger than you, and then there's Egypt knocking at the door with their gigantic manpower. And so I decided to play as Aksum, kind of to like get back into the game and see how it would go. And the playthrough actually was really fun. It's still really fun. I think I'm toward the end. I don't know how far the game goes. I think it goes up until 700 something ABC. But what I have is a bunch of save games. Unfortunately, I have holes in between because there were days like during the weekend where I would play and I would only save once in a while because there's the auto save, so I don't need to save manually. And so unfortunately, the playthrough, the summary that I'll give right now, it's not gonna be fully, like, you won't see piece by piece, but I'll try to kind of summarize the best. But I think the first one is, at the beginning with Aksum, you really have to be aggressive fast. You don't have to be crazy expansionistic, but you have to put your foot down. The reason is Jena, Adulia, and Guanara and Avalitia are all around you, and they're about your size. And like I discovered later, I thought like, oh cool, I have a buffer between like me and Kush. So the problem is, because Kush cannot expand to the north, because Kush is like, what's the pop count? Yeah, it's like 400 versus 3,000. No, 17. Okay, it's still like 1 to 4. So Kush is clearly feeling pressure from Egypt, because I think this is a state that is a vassal of Egypt. Yeah. And so Kush can only expand south, and obviously they conquer a lot in no time, because they are like, what, 4 times them? Yeah, more. And they this is non-contested, right? They have nobody around there. Like, a lot. Honestly, I don't even know why they probably created this to make Kush spend a bunch of turns conquering them, because obviously it's the first move that Kush does. And so you have to kind of go pretty fast, and all of these states around you are pretty they kind of start expanding immediately. So what happened at the beginning was, as Aksum, I decided that I needed access to the sea, and so immediately I conquered Adulia. That was a really close one, and I think I'm gonna try to summarize what are the kind of the main points of like the turning pages of they were really important for the playthrough. And the beginning was one for sure, because immediately I tried to conquer Adulia, and what happened is the Yen and Guanara formed an allegiance and tried to hit me. I was able to just enough conquer Adulia to have just enough troops. I think what I did, I think with Adulia, there's like a mercenary that spawns here. And what ended up happening was I was about to lose the war, but I had enough money because I was actually running a positive during the war. As I conquered Adulia, the mercs became available, and it was like 2,500, which is obviously super small numbers for late game, but for early games, that's one of the two armies that Yena or Guanara had. I was able to buy them and go like -5 in the negative for like a month or two. And I was able to hit them, and at that point what happened is, after I crushed their military, they have nowhere to go because Boris doesn't ally with them. This is, I think at the beginning, is non-settled lands, and so they cannot escape anywhere. So basically I kept one army conquering their cities and one army crushing them, and almost immediately I had like in a few years I had basically Adulia, Yena and Guanara under the empire, under, I guess, not an empire yet, but I guess the state of Aksum. So that was a really good start. That was kind of the starting point. And then at that point I had enough manpower that I was a bit more confident of like, okay, whatever Kush is going to do, hopefully I can withhold them for a bit. I had fortresses built here on the edge. And then I really focused on the economic side of the game, so I really increased the trade in Aksum, and I started slowly to colonize these territories, which took a while, and almost immediately I understood that one important, as you will see when I load my save games, one important key to an Aksum playthrough was, I mean, culture, which is obvious because this game revolves around culture, but immediately I realized that I really had to spend money and time into having an infrastructure that would allow integration, so that I would have as much manpower as possible, because I think only integrated cultures provide to manpower, because they can go to non-integrated cultures are confined to slaves. I think they cannot be freemen. I think I need to check. So, in any case, between that and the unrest, I realized that I was gonna have to at some point expand here pretty quickly, and in doing that, I would have to have a way to kind of bring people under my own culture. So let's load the first save that I have. I think it was quite a few years in. And let me see. So here, let's see where we are. I'm gonna go through the save games up until today. So here, yeah, I basically conquered all of these. So actually, I kind of deleted a few save games. I don't keep many available, and then I realized later that I would have wanted to do a summary like this, which unfortunately I'm gonna miss a bunch of things, but I'm gonna try to summarize them to my best. But basically, I expanded to the south as I expected. Kush obviously got a loot super fast and expanded to the south here, but because of conflicts with Egypt and me building fortresses on the border, I was kind of able to keep them. I actually don't think they even had a claim. So what I did is that kind of gave me some breathing room to expand to the south. What I did was I was allied with the territories here, and I was first able to complete the mission to, I think that's what I'm doing right now. Oh no, that's the mission to actually, yeah, that's the mission to expand the area, because that was later. So actually we jumped forward in time quite a bit. I basically what I did is that I slowly expanded on the coast here, left this because it was a bit too far. I had to spend a bunch of money colonizing all of these and all the in-between territories here. I think there's like 2 empty territories here that, yeah, they don't have a lot of pops, yeah, that I had to colonize. After which I was able to, I think I allied with one of these 2, with either Catawba or Maine, and I was able to kick out whoever was here. I don't remember. And I think Catawba also expanded from where they were before. So I think we kind of reached a balance here, and that kind of gave me the confidence of like, okay, this playthrough can continue, right? Like I have enough territory now. And then the question was going to be, okay, I think I'm still allied with Catawba and Maine. Yeah. And now the question was going to be, well, it's going to be hard to expand to the north because I think right now I have about the same pop as Kush. Yeah, that's where I kind of decided to go for it, really. And so I was kind of like, okay, I am covered here. I'm allied with these 2. I don't want to expand here yet. And I was thinking about expanding to Kush. And again, already here, I think I had pretty good... had I already invested in the laws? Where are the laws? No. Government. No, because at some point I decided to invest in, yeah, prescribed canon, to invest in the cultural dissemination to try to integrate as much as possible. But immediately, what I had to do here was, because I think there's a Macrobian population here, I think. Yeah, I think it's Aksumite, but it's Macrobian, which is part of the Aksumite family. So what I had to do was actually give privileges to the Macrobian so that they would be considered integrated cultures in my realm. And they're actually like, they were pretty high in number. And so actually, no, they can be freemen. Interesting. So they can be freemen. They just cannot be citizen. Okay, cool. I completely forgot that. Will not promote beyond the freeman. So you still get the freeman is the one that provides the manpower, right? Yeah, mostly freemen and some the citizen. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, so yeah, and I realized that I needed to rely on, you know, research and that kind of stuff, and so I needed to like integrate them to my culture, but I couldn't afford the time right now. It would take way too long. I still didn't have the infrastructure to do it. And so what I did is I gave them privileges so that they would be considered an integrated culture. And then I set my eyes on, okay, what is next? I want to finish, obviously, conquering here, and I want to expand on this side of the coast because I know that you know, the Seleucid Empire is not going to come and knock the door this far. It's not worth it to them. Here, I was allied with everyone, so I was covered. And I knew that at this point, I was in a balance with Kush, so I was kind of buying time because Kush will always struggle against Egypt, while I can kind of protect myself relatively well now, given that we are pretty equal power. We are both, I think... well, for about 400 pops, yeah. So next was basically, I think it was when I expanded to the east, I think. No, I did have a small, but yes, because in the previous save, I noticed that Kush was, so I did definitely expand here to the south, and I kind of finished the territories here just to finish the mission that gives you the entire coast. And I noticed that Kush was fighting Egypt, and I realized that that was my moment. It was like, okay, we have the same pops. Now is the time where I can easily get some territory from Kush. And here I started expanding, and as I expanded, I actually got territory pretty fast, and I started building the economy on those territories. And then I realized, like, oh, in a way, I almost didn't want to do that because the smaller and the more weak Kush is, the more Egypt, the easier Egypt is gonna push down, and I can't stop Egypt. Egypt's like 5 times me right now. Yeah, 6 times me. Like, it's ridiculous. Egypt has like 3k pops, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, that's, and Egypt is like expanded all the way to the north here. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a problem, and but I guess we'll have to see. And so what I decided to do here, I'm like, okay, well, I still have some buffer here, and Egypt is not gonna, Egypt wants to push down, but it's not gonna push all the way here, and it makes no sense for Egypt to go that far. And so I was like, okay, I really need to concentrate on my eastern friends here. And that's where I started breaking alliances. Right now I'm still allied here, but I started breaking alliances and I realized the lesson that obviously you can't just break an alliance and attack, otherwise that would be a bit too easy. And obviously unfair for the person you're allied with, and so you have to wait for a truce. And so I really kind of doubled down on like, okay, I have integrated pops now. I really need to start building research because I really wanted to boost my empire, and I realized that just waiting for getting like build manpower is much harder and it just takes more pops, right? But if you can expand, you just can't, like, there are some inventions and things that allow you to have more manpower, but not by that much. They're all percentage based. So if your pop number is low, it's still a percentage of that pop count. And what I did is that thanks to trade, because I'm basically trading with like from the Seleucid Empire to Egypt, I have a pretty good economy. Like I can start building interesting buildings, and I can keep on like building my province of Aksum and start having a lot of like not double, what are they called, like a surplus and in my capital, which means I can start like getting all of those advantages that are really fundamental to making your just reign and your territory just work that much better, because they really add up. Like things like 8% happiness, pop promotion speed, country civilization levels, like all these things really help toward, like even this one is like 10% light infantry offense. That is really good. Like I think leather is 10% defense. When you are fighting people of your level, that 10-15% more can make a big difference, and it can be the difference between you crushing their armies, you go and seek them out, you keep killing them while you capture their cities. So I knew that next step would have to be expand to the east here, because I wanted to kind of keep Kush as a bit of a buffer so that Egypt would waste time with Kush and not me. And I have no reason to go up to Egypt right now because I'm way too weak anyway. But here, I'm actually pretty safe, right? Because if I keep one of these two states as allied, I can go and crush the other one. And I think I went for Kataba first, because my idea was I keep Maine as a buffer from between me and basically the rest of the Arabian Peninsula, and I just go east, and nobody can stop me here. I'm already way stronger. Like I have 500 pops, they have 100, that's the strongest, they have 62, and this is basically non-existent. So coming next, save game, which I think is this one maybe. Unfortunately, some of them, again, as I said, I played some weekends where, yeah, this is what happened. As I expanded to the east, which you can see here, I jumped quite a bit. I basically attacked Kataba, and I just kept on expanding, and I colonized, I think, as much as I could. I think it's like I still have a few territories to colonize, but not that much. Not that many left. I forgot that I have... No, I actually did colonize this one, yeah. And as you can see, I think here I still have the Macrobian as counting as integrated cultures. But you can... Yes, because they were still a pretty decent number. You can start seeing how, like, I had started investing already here in... pretty heavy in research just to get... Because I knew that was my only way to get out. Like, I cannot create manpower out of nowhere. So let me just do a lot of research. Let me just bump up all of the things that I know I can. And the best way to have a smooth empire that doesn't break down is to have everyone of the same religion and everyone of the same culture, right? And not only having people of the same culture and being integrated means that everyone can be promoted to nobles, which means that you also get more research points and trade routes out of them, right? So basically, I kept in this cycle of kind of reinforcing cycle of like I had more research points, I would get more... I started like kind of exploring some technology. As you can see, I'm starting going down the religious one because I realized that half of the population here is schematic. The advantage is all of the Arabian Peninsula is Arabic, which is exactly my state religion. So here already I'm doing really well. You can see that like the basically I have pretty unified religion, but I realized that as I would expand, inevitably let me see if I can show the religion map. Inevitably I would enter like Kemetic. In fact, I have still Kemetic citizens here. I would enter Kemetic religion and pretty soon, right? But that was the other smart move, was expanding to the right first, which allowed me to kind of build up that manpower needed for research rather than military. And as I was expanding to the east, exactly what I thought was going to happened, which is Egypt expanded to the south and entirely crushed Kush. And this was kind of the big turning point, and it's kind of where I don't have a lot of saves for it, so I'm gonna have to jump quite a few years in the future. But basically, one thing happened that was the key factor, which was, I think, I was like, I need to go up to Egypt, right? Like, I'm gonna have to conquer Maine at some point, but that was easy because at this point I have like 1,000 pop, and Maine is like 1/10 of me. At this point, I had already broken the allegiance, so the alliance, so you can see like we're not allies anymore. And I think it says, I think at some point it says at peace. Casus belli from, yeah. I thought I had. Where does it say? But basically, I think I broke the alliance with them. Does it say different culture group? Subject to, broke alliance right there. Yeah. So already here I was planning I need to go up to May and I need to go up to Thamud because I just need to expand here. And these are safe, right? Like there's Kadar between me and Egypt. I can expand safely to the north. And that's where I started switching my technology and buildings toward integrating populations, because I'm realizing like, oh, it's not like Egypt, where for most of it they're like Hellenic, Macedonian like culture. There are actually a lot of subcultures here, and I realized that I had to absolutely build out an economy of integrated pops, and especially inventions for integrated pops. And so I really started expanding down that road. I'm still doing a lot of pop conversion for religion, and then I realized that, hey, this also allows me to build up my manpower, which is pretty great. And that's when I think it was around here. Yeah, that's where also toward the beginning, I did it first, I think. That's where I realized, hey, a lot of kind of like every city in this game, a lot of my income is gonna come from trade, so I really need to bump up my trade. And for most of the game, I actually didn't have a lot of martial advances because I don't find them to be that crazy. I'm sure I'm missing good ones in here. I mean, they're all good. It's just that because I knew I didn't have the manpower to fight Egypt at the beginning. I knew I wanted to and like 10% more when you are 1/10 their strength is not gonna do anything. I concentrated my research points into integrating religion and pops, and that really paid off in the long run. So what happened next was kind of like a big fight, and I was like, okay, well, even if it's hard, I can probably like give some fight to Egypt. I can wait for a rebellion. The problem is Egypt is allied with Blemia. It's like, okay, that's a problem, until I noticed that the Seleucid Empire is right here. What happened next, and I don't have the save for it. Basically, the Seleucid Empire invades Egypt in a gigantic war, and I realized that that's my moment. Like, I either will take it now, or I won't take it ever again. I'll never have it again. Other detail to note is, I had built, because my economy was actually doing well, I'm doing 30 a month, which is phenomenal, especially for my size right now. My economy, I really focused on the economy, and it really paid off, because having a strong economy just kind of has a trickling down effect on everything. I had built a series of good roads on my entire state right now, which means that I can move troops very easily, which I needed because each one of these are like different provinces. So like I need to move easily troops from one place to the other, especially because every now and then there are barbaric tribes that invade you from like the desert. It's kind of a constant, which is actually something that I not considered at the beginning when it's really, really hard here, because especially when I didn't have roads, I struggle keeping my civilization level up because barbaric tribes kept on, like, they spawn here in the middle of nowhere, and by the time that you raise your armies, they touch a couple of your cities and they crush the civilization level, which kind of is not great. But as I was saying, Seleucid Empire attacks Egypt, which is kind of normal here, unless the Antioch, I don't remember the name, kingdom kind of stops the Seleucid Empire and expands south. But inevitably, Egypt is going to have a war in the north. And I'm like, okay, Egypt doesn't have any roads. They are not going to spend time sending troops all the way down. That's where I took, I think, up to here. So I basically, I seized my opportunity. I'm like, okay, this is all or nothing. And I wage war to Egypt. And what was hard is that they went around with some boats and they kind of created some problems here. But I ended up being able to take this back. And I think I might have gotten main first and then I did that. But that's kind of what happened. And I think, let's see, are we here? Let's see. So this is still where, yeah, this is still where we are. Okay, that's where I was. Ah, yeah, that's when I conquer Maine, I think. Sure. Yeah, so, okay, so I think think the order was correct. So I realized that I still was too weak with respect to Egypt, and I think the Seleucid Empire had not invaded. There you go. There you go. I think it was happening now, or it happened after this one. I noticed that they were at war, so I knew that the time was gonna come for me to invade, but I think at the time I still didn't have even close to the manpower to attack them. So I conquered Maine, Tamud, and I kind of kept expanding north. And while religion wasn't a problem at all, still most people are Arabic. The cultures were starting to like fragment like crazy, and that's where like you can start seeing that already. I have a few groups that are still a decent number of pops. I'm at like 1,000, and this is like 0.5%, right? That's not nothing. That's yeah. And so basically, actually, that's 5%. Yeah. So that's really not nothing, right? And if you start counting them up, it's a good like 15-20% of the population that is not integrated. But all of this is where like all of the investment in the integrated pop technology was really starting to pay off, because I was integrating people really fast. And I think this is where I think I changed law and I focus really on integration. Yeah, I already changed law, so I think this is pretty far down the technology tree, I think. Yeah, like I really focused on yeah, just integrating pops. Like that's, yeah. There's like one that is specifically, yeah, I think it's this one. This is, but there's also integrated pops, I thought, right? I don't remember. It's one of these trees that also gives you, it's whichever one had the cannon. I think it's oratory. Where is it? The oratory. Wait, what is it called? Oh, it doesn't. Of course, it doesn't say now because I have it. I don't remember something canon. Let's see if I can do. The search is actually really cool. No. Okay, is it or no? Because I would see it. It's not that many. Is it indeed a religion? Ah, it is prescribed canon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it was this one. But basically, yeah, focusing on that was key because I was able to keep my, basically most of my pops to be able to go all the way up to noble, which means that my research was actually really good. Like I'm at like peak efficiency now, and I realized that actually I'm producing more points, and I think I actually had higher efficiency than 150, and I saw that there were things I could do to like bump up the research level, and that really just allowed me to just get my research through the roof. And at this point I'm having pretty decent armies, or at least I'm able to like have pretty decent armies. And the only advantage, while it sucks that Egypt is pushing on you, the advantage that you have playing as one of the tribes here on the south, well, it was a kingdom already, is that when you're pushing, you have pretty much a lane to go on. So they will get around you with boats, but if you keep a couple of armies here just to clean up the armies that they send you, you can push up relatively easily. Of course, you have to have the manpower. That's just what it is. But The other thing I noticed was something that I didn't know, like these tribes around me, I use the word tribes because they are tribes. And what sucks is that you cannot, you can have tribes as vassals, but you cannot automatically integrate, annex them, assimilate them. Basically, like, the only way to get, if a civilization is a tribe, the only way to get them is by war. You cannot assimilate them with diplomacy. It can only happen with non-tribal kingdoms. And so that was really sucky. And I think what happened next was a couple of... what happened next was... I was like, oh, okay, that's good. And, you know, I think at some point the Persian Empire invades Egypt. And I'm like, okay, that's doable. Like, I can fight them, and I'm like, I need to fight Egypt because at some point I'm still like 1/3 of their, like, my pops are like what, 1200, they're like a 31, right? So I'm approaching half of their pops, but like that's hard. And then, as you might have seen from the diplomacy tab, if you were really quickly, or you were really quick, or you paused the video, something had happened that I totally missed and I totally didn't notice, which I'm like, okay, I'm getting to the point where I can maybe fight Egypt when they're distracted. And I'm going to go up here, see what I can do here. And then I'm like, wait, how is anyone helping Egypt? And I'm like, okay, well, Egypt has an alliance with Crete. Oh, Crete is probably not that big. And the reason why I kept the camera here is because I then noticed, oh, Egypt is allied with Carthage. And Carthage, in my playthrough, is a goddamn behemoth. And basically, I'm like, okay, so what am I gonna do here? And I think what happened is, and this is where the saves kind of start because I played during a weekend. Because I kind of thought, like, at that point, my playthrough was kind of done. I'm like, okay, I could expand here, but then obviously I cannot go against the, previous Seleucid Empire, now Persian Empire. I can expand some here, but, like, Egypt is always gonna keep me down. And how the hell am I gonna go against both Egypt and Carthage combined? For some reason in this playthrough, Rome expanded only east. They did not expand west at all. Is this Rome? No, it's their own thing. Okay, and it's crazy because Carthage just like ate all of the Iberian Peninsula, all of Spain, and being allied with Egypt means that I have no chance of kicking them out. Combined, they're like 8,000 pops, and Crete, which whatever, like they're their own island, so it kind of doesn't matter, right? And so what happened next is a series of battles that were basically me just throwing everything I had at it, where the Persian Empire invades Egypt, and I'm like, that's my moment. I declare war on Egypt with a claim on, I think, Alut here and part of what was the Empire of the Kingdom of Kush. And I'm like, I need to just go through with this. And I think I was allied with Blemia, I think. Allied, yeah. And Kedar. I think I was allied with Kedar, yeah. And then what happened is that the Persian War actually ends pretty abruptly. And Carthage just starts sending boats down. And that's where I thought the playthrough was over. I was like, okay, there's just no way I'm coming out of this. What ended up happening was that Kedar and a couple of... Because my economy is still going pretty well, a couple of... mercenary armies that I had laying around were just enough to fight Carthage. And the advantage is that Carthage is strong, but to send armies down here, I think the AI only sends kind of what it's necessary. They're not going to send like 80k troops down here just to protect an ally, right? They're going to send like 2 boats with 10k troops on them. So if you manage your troops well enough, you actually can defeat them. And by the time that they realize and they send more, it takes that much longer, right? Or it takes that long. And so I am able to basically push all the way up to Egypt. And 2 things happen. This happened 2 times. Once it happened, which was really the decisive point in the playthrough, the first time when I was able to basically expand all up to Napata, up to here. I think I was the... Let me look at the region. Yeah, I was able to basically expand Napata up to here. And that really allowed me to, at that point, to be around more like 1,800 to 2k pops. And then a second time, which was much more recent, was a few days ago, the Persian Empire attacked them again in the north of the delta of the Nile. And I realized that, like, oh, this is where all their cities are. This is where all their economy is. They lose this, they lose everything, right? And I went for another push, and at this point I knew that Carthage was gonna send boats, and so I had a few troops here, and it actually was really complicated to manage, and I had to set a bunch of troops on automatic mode because the AI throws a lot of small units at you. And because when I was going up Conqueror, so I'm in Napata, right? And I went all the way up to, I think, here. And the problem is, it's still not entirely clear to me when you conquer a fortress. My understanding was that it would count like one of your fortresses, meaning that if you have a fortress here, my understanding of the game is that this fortress locks these territories. So what that means is that you cannot walk here. If you are like Egypt, for example, let's say that this is mine, right? You cannot walk to Kyrgyz because I have a fortress here, which is locking these territories, right? Which is kind of the only advantage that you get going up the Nile, is they basically, you can kind of lock and close down as long as then, of course, your fortress holds, which against Egypt, it's not going to. But basically, I still had all these tiny armies of 10k dudes just going around me and reconquering my territories that I had conquered, or rather like reconquering their territories that I had just conquered. And so the difficulty there was to like kind of micromanage all these tiny territories and to keep the economy running. I don't have many fortresses built in my cities here, because it's like, if I have people in the center of my kingdom here, I'm screwed anyway, right? And so I think a couple of battles happened. The first one was clear, obviously the decisive one, where I was like, okay, if I do this one, was the one that was really, really close, where with the help of Kedar, I was able to fight back Carthage. They were not able to send boats with armies fast enough, and I was able to get my... I also wasn't greedy. Like, I could have gone up the Nile easily, but I stopped at Napata, which is... Actually, it's not that much to conquer. I think it's like 3 regions. Where is the sub-region? Yeah, it's like Meroe, Alana, Alut, and Napata. So it's like 4 regions, but like Meroe is like super close. It's like 1 city here and here, so these are super easy to conquer, super fast. And then you go to Alwa, and as long as you are careful, nobody sneaks behind you. So I wasn't greedy, and I stopped immediately, and I was like, okay, as soon as I get the war score for these, I'm gonna stop it. And we settled on a peace. I knew I had peace, and at that point I'm like, okay, I need to concentrate up here and see what's going on. And so I finished conquering Thamud. Kedar remained my ally, and I then did that a second time where I expanded north. And what ended up happening is that I used again the time where the Persian Empire started pushing, and basically me and the Persian Empire just pushed Egypt completely away from the Nile. And I'll load the next save just to show you. I think, was it this one that we were looking at? Let's see. Okay, so this is this is I conquered Thamud, and I kind of split it with Kedar, and that's where I realized that Kedar was a settled tribe, and that's when I realized, oh, I'm gonna integrate them. And actually, you cannot integrate them at all. You cannot annex them either, because they're a tribe. I'm like, god damn it. And what happens is that after a while they became not a tribe. And right, what happened is that I think Carthage, yes, what happened is that in the second war with Egypt, where I went up to Napata, Carthage actually spent some time, because Kedar was my ally, Carthage spent some time conquering their territories, and when I settled on the war goal here, actually Kedar kind of lost the war for me. Like, well, they won it for me by losing territories, I meant to say, because basically Carthage had a bunch of territories here on the coast. That though allowed me the second time to have a claim on the Carthage territories, and the reason why it worked is because I was able to, again, Carthage and Egypt are still allied, and so what I was able to do was immediately conquer the territories I had a claim on, which gives you war score, block Egypt, and and I basically took those territories back from Kedar, right, in a way. So in a way, by virtue of Carthage conquering the coastal territories from Kedar, they actually did me a favor, because I didn't want to declare war on Kedar. It would have taken me lots of years, because I would have had to break the alliance, and then I would have had to wait for the troops and then attack them. Instead, Carthage kind of did it for me, and it was kind of double, just kind of two birds with one stone, right? For me, it was cool because I was able to expand up north to Napata, while Carthage was slowed down, and by then, by virtue of them having conquered the coastal areas, I was then able to have a claim on them, reconquer them quickly, and they didn't have time to like kind of send troops and fight us fast enough, right? And especially, I think they sent troops down here, and the issue is, once you have your coastal territories with your troops, as soon as they land, you can attack them, and I think once they land, their morale is not at maximum or something like that. So I was able to kind of hold it, and that's where we get to closer to today, which now two things happen. I conquered the northeast, and I was able to push Egypt up, and then that second time I conquered the regions here of Kadara the regions here that belong to like I said, to Carthage, and I was able to push up. The second time happened where I was able to push up into Egypt, up to here, and basically me and the Persian Empire just ate Egypt entirely right now. Like, this is me right now, which is pretty rare. Now we're like at 3k pops, and Egypt is like at 800, 600, yeah, something like that. Egypt is basically gone at this point. And it's clear that even though they're now guaranteed by Carthage, but I don't care, because it's actually great. I am never going to attack Egypt. Egypt is never going to attack me because they're too small. They're guaranteed by Carthage, but Carthage is never going to spend time to go all the way back here because now Rome is kicking west, as it should. So Carthage is kind of in constant war with Rome, I think. Yeah, like Casus Belli from... Yeah, it's just... It's probably... Yeah, truce with me because I just conquered the territories here. So really, at the end of the day, I was able to carve these territories for me, and I was able to expand north in both around the Nile and on the east of the Red Sea. And something great happened. Because Kedar was my vassal, I think, it was a tribal vassal, he got civilization points from me, or civilization... Yeah, what is it called? Like, civilization level from me. And they became a monarchy. Now that they were a monarchy, I am annexing them. There you go. So something happens next. I noticed that Makkah was kind of like staying here, and I did the same. I formed an alliance with them, and in all the years that I was expanding, I am basically slowly annexing them. And in my breakthrough right now, I'm still kind of doing that. So that's kind of where I am right now. I think the next day, which is where I'm going to pick up, is where I stopped playing recently. And it's been pretty much the end of the game. I think the game ends in 700 something. I basically annexed entirely. Oh gosh, what was their name? No, I forgot. Oh no, I can't forget their name. I can't forget their name. What was it? Qatar? I think it was Qatar, right? Yeah, Qadar. Yeah, I completely annexed them at this point. I know that Egypt is not gonna be a problem anymore. I have roads built all the way everywhere, so I can really move my troops. I should actually move them. I should actually put some roads up. That's not a bad idea. And at this point, I'm just hoping that the Persian Empire doesn't hate me. And so what I did, I started working on some diplomatic measures to basically make them happy, so that they have no reason to come and attack me. And I think the way the Persian Empire is, there's Maurya that is just eating everyone here, and so I just hope that basically they're going to be in constant war with Maurya. And subjects Cappadocia, Talos, Casbelli from, yeah, pretty much everyone. Yeah, wait, how do they have Persian Empire? Oh no, that's Athens. How does Athens have a claim on the Persian Empire? Oh, because they're just here. But yeah, and at the same time, Carthage is being eaten by Rome slowly, but they're basically a constant war with them, which is great because it's going to keep them off my back. And that's kind of where we are today. And that's it. I mean, this was a really fun playthrough. I never played as one of the civilizations from the south. And the Aksum Empire also kind of is often forgotten by history, but there's a really good video on YouTube. I don't remember the author, but if you search for Forgotten Empire of Aksum, you'll actually find a video of this historian that is going through kind of like the forgotten pages of history, I think he says. That's I don't want to take the name from him, and it's really interesting, and it kind of inspired me to do this playthrough, and I really liked it. I mean, I kind of like playing as a small civilization that has to expand rather than playing as one of the big ones. I definitely want to do a bunch of playthroughs of this game. I still have to do a full playthrough of Rome. I kind of did like kind of the beginning one where you expand a bunch. I want to do a bunch of playthroughs of the Greek civilizations. And I think at some point I want to do a playthrough of Egypt, because that's always fun. But without any further ado, I think I'm going to stop the summary here and just start a new video where we continue this playthrough. And really at this point, I'm kind of tempted to either stop it here, because at this point I truly don't think I can do anything else. It literally makes no sense to waste the manpower to conquer Egypt, because these cities, like, they have so little pop right now. I'm at like 4K, yeah, so 3700. It makes so little sense to do that like I would just risk a war with Carthage for no advantage. And I think the game ends in like 20 years or something like that. I wish it told you, like hey, the game will end X. Obviously I will never match the Persian Empire. They're like still like what, 86 times me, yeah, maybe 5, but it's still like they're just way too strong. But because I'm in the desert, if someone comes and fights me in the desert, they are gonna have trouble. And I have all of the desert upgrades, and that was what allowed me to win against Egypt too, where they had higher manpower, but my troops would just kill them, not 1 to 2 but 1 to 1.5, and that really allowed me to kind of like fight them back. And I think, let me think, because I think right now the playthrough is going to be pretty slow. Like I basically have to wait for Makkah to be fully integrated. What I ended up doing was the Macrobian, I revoked their privileges, because at this point the integration machine that I had was so good that I basically am integrating everyone in my Aksumite civilization. And as you can see, Macrobian is like 10 pops, where it started at like 160. So at this point, everything I conquer, I integrate pretty fast. As you can see, I think here, I expanded here recently, so there's a bunch of, I think they're up here. Really, why does it show it like this? It should show, huh? Oh, it thinks, there you go, okay. So if I go to cultures, so this is my culture, which is pretty much everywhere, but then there's the big ones are still Meridic, which are here, yeah, along the coast here, along the Nile here. Then there's Macedonian, which of course is all the parts that I just conquered of Ptolemaic Egypt. And then the big ones was the Quaterite, which is just the, yeah, there you go, it actually shows without me highlighting it. I just annexed them, and it's just gonna take some time. But again, my integration machine, I mean, let's see if I'm gonna let the timer go. I want to see like how fast. 246, yeah, you literally see it changing, like it's pretty crazy, like it's that fast. Yeah, it is actually kind of uncanny to see it right now, because it's like, obviously it depends on the month and stuff like that, but it's pretty, like, it's pretty fast. And throughout all of this, I basically had only one family as my like holding kind of the kingdom, until that family didn't have enough children and it died and a new family rose to power. And I was able, because my economy was good, I was able to kind of keep people bribed enough that my empire never collapsed, which I was actually pretty happy about. And I was able to kind of switch to a new family, and the new family is having a lot of children. They have fantastic stats, which is great. And I think I might stop the playthrough. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording here. I'll just finish it. I might do a summary, or I might just let this one go for a bit. Let's see, who did we lose? Okay, I don't like that the Timolid family has such good stats that they get so many seats, but I'd rather get them less. Who is offended? Gallus did. Okay, which are they're about to go because they don't have that many. Well, they still have a bunch of people. Okay. You, what do you want? Where can we put you? 3, 4 out of 3. Okay. But this guy is really good, and I want to keep taxes. Is there any blue that I can give? I mean, is there any? I hate when a family is angry, but their stats just suck ass. I mean, I don't need military experience at this point. I did the experience that I wanted to, so maybe I can put them there. That's okay. And at this point, I'm rolling in money. I built a beautiful wonder in Aksum. I want to show you my wonder because it's super beautiful. I was thinking of building, as a last thing, I was thinking of building something else. But I think the game might end before. Oh yeah, and I really am Tom trade, and like I think you can do better than this, but I basically have almost +1 of everything that gives you good bonuses. I don't have, for some reason, the Aksumite culture cannot raise. Where do you see? I always forget. It should be here. Aksum. Where do you see my next person has pretty decent, pretty okay stats? I wouldn't say decent. Is there anyone with better? No. No, gee. Where do you see the? Oh, in the culture tab, right? Why? Yeah, Aksumite. Yeah. Yup. There you go. Yeah, it's mainly light infantry and archers. So I don't have any, like, which is really strange to me, but I don't have any camels or anything like that. So I basically don't have any advantage in importing more camels and elephants, and because that having an overproduction or whatever, the surplus of that only gives you benefit for that type of troop, which I don't have, so it doesn't matter. And I think also in terms of the traditions, all of these are like camel. I think at some point I was going for this just because it's plains combat, but I think I have to have more pops of, yeah, 102 culture must be 500 Numidian, yeah, and I don't have them. I think I converted them all, which is kind of the disadvantage of integrating people, is that you don't get their non-invade traditions, yeah. But it's kind of one of those things that I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter to me because I have the desert bonus, which is what I care. And I think, yeah, these are like camel stuff, which doesn't matter. And I was trying to boost up my trade, and I think I have one somewhere. Yeah, I have a boat with a bunch of like super ream, yeah, mega poly ream. And actually, did I repair them? Because I thought, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, perfect. So I'm actually pretty uncontested. I used a pirate problem for a while, and now like it's pretty like nobody comes and bothers me basically. But yeah, that's a good summary, and I think I'm just gonna continue now. But I think at this point I'm kind of gonna let the game just play. I'd rather him being happy, and I really don't need plus 10% tax for a year or two. Soon we're gonna have to integrate Maca, but let's see what we can do here. I think I built pretty aggressively already. Yeah, I mean, my pops, I mean, look at the happiness of my pops. And this is in an era where they're not even fully integrated. They are completely converted to my religion, but that's because that's the real advantage in expanding north, which is something that I realized earlier. I'm like, oh, it's the same religion, so that actually is gonna make it easier. But they're already that happy, and they're not even integrated. Like, that's crazy, and they're already starting to produce everything. And so at this point my trees are pretty explored. Yeah, like I really got everything that I wanted at this point. What is it? Later king is kind of conflict. Yeah, my current king is about on his way out because he's 66 and he's a bit problematic. But he has good stats and he was, yeah. What is that? Gain 10 popularity. No, I lose 15. He gains 10. He's not of a... I don't want to see him as rival. I want things to go smooth, so I don't care about losing popularity right now. I could hold games. Let me see. Yeah, let's hold games. Why not? Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk losing. Oh, okay. That's okay. Yay. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty chill from here. And I think if nothing happens, I'm just gonna slowly head of the Timolid family. Great. Finally. How are they doing? Oh, they're still going strong. Yeah, at this point it's gonna be... No. I'm gonna keep the granary and keep on paying if it burns down. That's been happening quite a bit, but I want to keep my provinces stashed with food because you never know when something's gonna happen. Well, what we can do in the meanwhile is let me just get... I wish I didn't have to... I guess I can use the ones from Nubia, right? Perfect. So you build roads up until maybe here? Yeah, let's do that. It's cool that they just build roads for you. Yeah, at this point, I'm not gonna do anything with 27 coins, so... Yeah, how about you get local games for 6? That's 5 years. And that's for which? The Council of Napara? Napara is pretty happy. How about they build something that they want? Yeah, because Napara is pretty happy. I don't need the happiness either. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's like a fucking party town. I need to do a pass in another... Because I just unlocked, I think, this invention, the urban planning, which gives you, like, more, yeah, global city building slots. Which means that I can build big stuff everywhere. I could build another just to celebrate the end of the playthrough. I wanted to get... Why can I not get this? Oh, because I don't have Hellenistic. Okay. Yeah, 500 pops. Okay. That would have been cool. Okay. This is what? Heavy infantry offense. That's not bad. But... I think at this point... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do heavy infantry. As much as heavy infantry is only 15% of my army. Army? Chosen Makimoy. Yeah. Huh. Okay. What? That? Where are pirates? Huh. I pressed OK rather than go to location. Let me put this as... Yeah. Yeah, Grand Festival. Great. Great. Wow. Yeah, my cultures are really happy right now. And the advantage of integrating them is that, I mean, they're at 60% happiness. That's crazy. And let's see how fast... Macedonian 219. Which one was the other one? Was it Macedonian? Was it like 2... No, this one. Was it like 260? Yeah, I keep on integrating them at like crazy speed. So you're gonna look out for pirates, right? You behave. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is if the Persian Empire wants to attack me, they can. But I mean, that's just nothing you can do against these gigantic powers. The fact that I was able to grow from that small state of Aksum to this almost empire, I'm pretty happy about. Let's see. Oh, dude. Yes, go get them. I don't want the Timothy family to get... but I don't want to get rivals. That's okay. I really want to avoid rivals. See, right now especially. Go get them. Yeah, that's the disadvantage again of like a big empire is that you kind of have to split. Yeah, go get them. Gee, ah, yes. Yes. Wait. Wait, you're not gonna fight them? Wait, why? What does it say? Oh, fight them. Like, where are they going? Sinus Arabicus, I think it's here, yeah. Ah, is there a pirate haven here? Why? How does that work? Dominant culture is not integrated culture. Oh, right, because I also got Blemia at some point. Yeah, because Blemia at some point got allied with Egypt, and that's when I conquered Egypt, I conquered Blemia too. Yeah, let's do pop conversion. Let's just do a bit more marketplaces here so that people get converted faster. Yeah, look at this. Why are you converting? Because I guess it's still 11%. It's good. Maybe it is worth doing a bit. Okay, we just go automatic mode. This is a maximum, right? Oh, what happened? Ah, yes, I integrated Maca. Awesome. Let's see. People with good stats, please. Oh, Carib. Yes. Mwaki. No. Yeah. No. Yes. That's okay. That's okay. And then lack of governor. Let's put someone. Is he gonna be loyal? 9 finesse is almost too scary. Okay. Let's put this guy. He's young. Arabic, which is great. And I want you to... Let me see. I'm gonna give you a bunch of money. And I just want to make sure you... Let's see. Is it 1 and 2? Is it these two? Yeah, okay, perfect. No, don't do trade, just do cultural assimilation. And in your cities, okay. Actually. Oh wow, those are really good cities. Wow, crazy. Wow. That is really good. Yeah, if anything I'd want more... Gosh, at this point more aqueducts. Like, this guy's like almost at the city limit. Crazy. Oh. I don't need that. Let's do that. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, of course. I have the money. Let's celebrate. I don't know why the game went like, boom, like it's a bad thing. Okay. Oh, and there's another city. Well, that's great. All the easier to integrate the pops. Do I have any free investment? No. 5. Let's see. No. Let's do 2 of these now. Let's build a bunch of... Not provincial legation, no. Okay. 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 Let's just make sure these are built up. 9? Ah. These are pointless. Yeah, let's do that. Also, granary maybe not needed, but we'll see. Okay, that's good. That is not what we want. We want that. Actually, wait. Do dates? No, they don't count as food for some reason. What this game counts as food is interesting. Oh, wow, man. He had cities. Wow, that's great. I'm just bleeding money. Okay, okay, that's good. Sure. Nope. Great. Is this mine? Yes. Man, how many ports do you have that are level 1? Like, ports are not that great. Like, they don't give any... Pop migration speed, migration attraction. Yeah, but ship recruitment speed, but I think it's only in the port. Yeah, like, who cares? I'd rather have, like, more slaves producing resources. Like, that's... Is this mine? No, that's the dude, yeah. What is my dealing with him? Hopefully everything stays nice and nice. Oh yeah, also once I got the Arabic deity of like economy, Aksum was so good. Like 20% commerce income with the way I do trades is crazy. I need to spend some. Let me just do. Okay, so these are okay. These are doing that. These still have to integrate. Yeah, that's correct. Just checking real quick. This could maybe start. 89 is still not. Yeah. Which territory, like... Blemia. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Also, let me allow them to automatically trade. Yeah, Nubia grew really well, wow. Which is this, right? Oh, sorry, I clicked on Upper Egypt. Yeah, yeah. That's big, that's why. I have Palestine, really? Oh, because I have that, yeah, I have just that tiny, like 6 territories up there. And I think here everything is pretty built up, yeah. Let me, well, yeah, let's do that. Those two are always fundamental, like there's just no way around it. Oh, I don't have, well, let's leave it like that for now. Right, what can I spend political influence on at this point? Because I think it's, I don't have much to... Okay, so he's actually decent as heir, so that's... I don't feel like I have to do that. Yeah, let me spend that, yes. Let me make my civilization happier for free. Primary hair attraction 25%, yeah, but it's already so high that it kinda doesn't matter. Here, is there anyone that we can change? Not here, right? Is there anyone better in your group? You are a 6. Whoa! Let me put that guy to research. Oh, actually, there you go. Yeah, so that I take jobs away from the Timolid. That's all I care. Yeah. No, I wish we had someone with better, like... God, it's crazy that it's so bad. Cool. Sure. Yeah, look at those highways. No, oh, why are you raising your... Dude, let's be friends. What can we... Alliance I can't. Offer guarantee. How does that work? Why can I not do it? They are far too rich for our guarantees to be taken seriously. Fair enough. Should I ask for... they don't want military access. That actually kind of saddens me. kind of want to do this. Yeah, let's do that. The higher we can keep their opinion, the better. I wish there was more way to like strike a deal of like, hey, let's really not mess with each other. 800 is not a bad number. I don't need crazy stability. It's actually growing. And let's go all the way to close to CY. Yeah, let's build the road here. It moves so fast with the road. It's crazy. That was the really challenging part, and it's still challenging when I wage a war up north. Is like moving armies here sucks. Like even with roads, I had to build them because it's so hard. They're so slow. 5 years of local population growth. That's really good. Yeah, I don't need the taxes. I prefer local population growth right now. Because anything I can do to bump up my manpower and just people in my realm. I've been trying to like... Wow, we're no longer importing from a lot of people. Wow. What happened? Not from Aksum, right? Yeah, no. Huh. What can we change? Oh, we can change all of them to tier 3. Nice. Oh, that's gonna cost some money. That's good. Yeah. Can I change more than one? I think so, right? I thought at some point here, instead of civilization, I had... wow. Local manpower, 15%. I thought it was country manpower. That would have been fantastic. So, somewhere... there is like a population growth, I think. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Fertile nation. Yes, however much it costs, do it. I'm gonna lose the civilization, but fertile nation is a population growth plus 0.7% is really good. Get a 15 stability. Okay, let's maybe raise the stability a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I have. There you go. I wanted something to spend influence points. Now I do. Let's get more dyes, I guess. Do we have marble, though? Because marble doesn't... What is the monthly tyranny? Actually, I could use that because sometimes I do things that piss people off. Do I want more happiness or more output? There's only one silk, though. Marble, what does marble give me? Monthly tyranny. Monthly tyranny is not bad. Civic tech investment, huh? I don't have papyrus. Let's do that. Let me delete. I only manage, by the way, I only manage, yeah, and then get 2 papyrus. Yeah. Boom. We have 2 papyrus. Great. I only manage the trade of my capital. I leave everything else unmanaged, but the trade of my capital I want to manage it myself. Yeah, for obvious reasons. 107. Let's see. What should I? Gosh, it's just so easier to just get more research points. It's just so tempting. I might just do, yeah. Well, 107, so I have time to build those, yeah. And I don't really need... Yeah, I might just leave myself a slot just in case, but... sure. So that's the problem, it's like, you get... I might have to get, like... I might have to hire... Okay, someone good, yes! Yes! Yes, you can grow to new heights. How do you control armies? Are you? Yeah, you're basically done, right? We are down here. What's the closest one? I think it's the... Yeah, Arabia Felix, I think. No, actually, yeah, Arabia Felix, it's here, yeah. I might just keep around a small army of... Yeah, it sucks because like, they just wreck your civilization level. It's not by a lot, but still, like... And you're just way too slow to react. Gosh, these people have like navies like crazy. It makes me like, it makes me doubt like, should I have bigger navies? Because I have like pretty beefy things in there. And I actually don't know, where's my navy here? I actually don't know if there's a way to disband, like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to disband units. What can I do? I can build pretty beefy. I can build a mega polyrim. Okay. Is that the maintenance? Am I, what, at 40? What is it? 46? How about we do maybe 2 of these and 2 of these? Okay. Yeah, just demolished. And like, that's so not worth it. I'm trying to think if, because mercenaries are still pretty expensive. They're not necessary. Yeah, because Lubia. I don't know if I build the road. Right. I can, because there you go. That's great that the game does that. Disband all levies. Yay. Where? Patiga? Where is Patiga? Oh, massive earthquake. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess it's ravaged by earthquake, so that can't do. Oh no. Sure. Wow, it actually got wrecked. Ah, crazy. Well, it is what it is. That's cool that there's like sandstorm. How big are these? 11,000. Is there a small one? Yeah, 8,000. How much do you cost? 8.9 every month. Maintenance cost premium. Why? Yeah, that's way too expensive. That's crazy. Uh-oh. Yeah, my dude is not doing well. I don't want to necessarily kill, yeah, the dude. Yeah. Let's do that. Man, not a bad empire, huh? Oh, Persia. You see, Persia's like dealing with Mario attacking them, having their own revolt. Hopefully they'll stay good. Dude, get it. I get it. What about oh, I'm not importing papyrus anymore. Well, we need to import it from somewhere else, I guess. And salt, what does salt give you? Oh, legion maintenance. Yeah, I still haven't changed my laws, and I have to try in a different playthrough. I haven't changed my laws to have legions yet. Yeah, and yeah. That's cool though. That's cool though. The thing is that to enable yeah, you lose so much levy size. Like right now my levy size is 10%. That wouldn't be bad. But you lose like 7.5%, which is kind of sucky. But I don't know. It's yeah. I would just stop you two. What? Run. Yeah, just stop it. 5,000. When I get to like 6,000-7,000, I might do another wonder somewhere else. No, I need glass. Yeah, that's why I care about the province of Aksum, because it's so this like the icons here don't refresh, which is kind of maddening. Well, am I importing glass or am I not? Oh my gosh, where are they? Oh, this is stupid. Like. 12, that's so expensive. Fuck it, how about I send you like 50k people in your face? Because even that, like, it only cost me like what, base tax? Yeah, like it's not that much. Okay, glass is missing. I definitely need glass. I have a new invention. What was I going for? I was going for, I had marked a few. I marked this. Why? Oh, monthly corruption. This is good. Let me do that. Oh, you need both. That's why I didn't do this. You need both trees, which is crazy. Yeah. It's so far that I'm not gonna get to it, but I can try. Nah, let's do that. They move so fast too that... Oh my gosh, iron. Are you serious? Just get it from someone else. Like, I wish there was a way to say, fuck, just get it. Like... If there's someone else, replenish it. Like, it's not. I guess that's the... No, don't go there. Oh, I made a bunch of money at least, but... Not worth it. Okay. Wanted to build... that's a governor of... Yeah. Who do we have? Who do we have? Is it the Galestus family? Kabashid. Oh, these guys. Merciful, that's not bad. Harsh is not bad, actually. And maybe... Yeah, let's give this guy a chance. Yeah, and now he's gonna change all of the... Alright, so this is now all his, right? Yeah, that's actually, I should just do the region map. Yeah, so Arabia is like... Wait. Oh, right, because I'm giving him whole of Arabia. Oh, that's true. Well, so these are all Aksumite, so that's cool. So you can do whatever you want there. Maybe not that, though. That's okay. Nah, still okay. I don't know. That, you definitely don't want to do that. You want to do cultural assimilation. It sucks that they never choose what is good for the... They always choose what's good for their pocket, which is stupid. No, no, no. Do cultural assimilation. Well, do... F it, I'm getting too much tyranny. It sucks because, like, it costs... Oh my gosh, people. Stop dying. Nubia is an important one because Nubia needs to be good and needs to be a loyal one. Oh, was it one of the... Oh, it was one of the team lead, huh? Greedy... Okay. No, I cannot afford the lack of research point. Oh my gosh. Can you guys stop having shitty, like... Sure, this guy should be a relatively... Upper Egypt is someone else, right? Yeah, they're already doing conversion from Kemetic, yeah. So you need... Oh. Wait. No, I want to select the region. Why is it selecting like that? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. It's not... It's hard to see. Oh! Well, dude, obviously click the ones that are mine. Yeah, no, culture. Let me, in the meanwhile, let me, lower exhaustion. Oh, you can't really lower tyranny easily. Murder. Ah. I don't want to stir the pot at this point. Cultural simulation for sure, and these are already pretty. Why would you choose? Oh, so they're so bad at choosing the policy. They're so bad. It's like, oh, F it, just okay. Yeah, let's. Aksum deteriorate. Yeah. So charming, letting nature and time take their course. No, let's spend money and take care of it. That's why I want to get to, like, I want to get to, is it cloth, I think, that went down? The fact that the UI doesn't update it, it's ridiculous. Like, yeah, it was wine. Yay. Not that it matters. Oh my gosh. Is it because I need to not get... Do I have anything that I can get from... Yeah, okay. Of course. Yeah. That seems a good punishment. Good. Stay around 50 possibly. Oh no. Well. It doesn't make sense for me to marry at this point. Who's coming next? Let's make sure that he's in a good spot. Okay. This guy is devout. Good. Good. Well, Comer, no. Oh no. He's not married. What? He has a spouse. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, requirement is that he's not married. There you go. Yeah. I thought there was a way to see the list of... I like that it's in the sky. Oh no, he had everything. He had cancer. He had... Yeah, he was good though. This guy was really good. But also it happens that people pass and... sure. God, the team only just have good stats. Oh no, he's not that yet. Wait. Oh, that was a researcher that was that, not me. Not well. You're not really playing as that character, so... Are these ever gonna be... Oh, none? What is none? Oh. Well, I mean, if it's all this time, then sure. Let's marry someone. Poor health. Harsh. What do I have bad? I have bad finesse. Let me find someone who can maybe, for the time being, balance my finesse. Wow, nobody. I don't want to marry any of the big families because I don't want to give them the prestige for it. Sure. Yeah, I think the game ends in 7:20 or something like that. Man, just everyone is dying. What is happening? Yeah. And that, please. Do we have enough buildings here that... Yeah, do another market. You can use another market. Yeah. To make sure that these cities are like... not worth it. I guess it makes citizens happier, so I guess I should do it, yeah. Of course. Man, people just, well, dying. In this case, it's being killed left and right, which is not great. Yeah, you're really not good, but I don't need crazy legitimacy for now, so... We're trying to get down to here, right? Yeah. Oh, because also that lowers, yeah, let's do that, because I need both of these, yeah. Now back to a more control range. We are at 150 almost. That's good. How are they doing? 16,000 versus what? 41. Okay. 100 though. Yeah, let's do that. When I arrive at 8,000, I think I'll do another. Oh, really? What is it? Sugar under a spare of Aksum attracts travelers from all over the region. Dedication. Wait, Aksum is Republic. No. No. Why do I gain 5 tyranny? That's crazy. So I basically lose something. I don't want to get more tyranny because I want to be able to change the policies. That's the part that kind of sucks about. Well, like one of the things there are. Because the guy's not good. Yeah. No, I don't want corruption. Lack of popularity is not good either. But what? I wish I was able to say like if it's not in my main province, don't bother me. Is this more? No, Iberia. Okay. Oh, he was a pretender to the throne, huh? Let's see this guy. Who? Unmarried family, okay. Who can I adopt? Well, I guess Xantos. Yeah, but he's 71 years old. Sure, I mean, you're still 71 years old though. Are you any better? Like, yeah. Why? Yeah, I can afford that. Why is my family, that keeps on happening? Like my family is not making enough. Yeah, I thought this guy was, yeah. Dude, you need to have more children. I don't know what to tell you. Cause he's I think I pressed like go to location the wrong thing. Okay, iron. Yeah, sure, I have political influence. I don't mind keeping. There you go. Okay. Okay, so who did we lose here? Wow. I literally cannot put anyone like on the job, huh? Who has this Argonos here? And then, yeah, 2 out of 3. Here is, do I have anyone of my family that... God, I need to adopt people in my family. Let me see if I can do that. Someone young. 33. Well, but not... 55, but that's not... Sure, let me... Yeah, sure. And then I can... Government... Offices, sorry. Kinda sucks to push that guy down because he's really good. What other stats do you have? 5 oratory power? Bah. Just do it. Yeah. It's okay. Argonos is inviting Argonos, so that's weird. Okay. Sure. So where can we build another? We could build it here. What can we build? Pyramids, yes. 7,000, wow. Never mind. Ha! Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's cool. I want it in gold. Oh, the top has to be gold. Actually can't because I don't have stone. Interesting. You have to have stone. Well, I mean, I thought like I have it in the realm. I thought that was enough, but no, you have to have it in the location that you're building it, I guess. Oof, that's not good. Yeah, I'd rather have diplomatic range. Yes, finally. And then I get military patronage. Wow. Let's see what happened here. Wow. How did Rome get to here without... Huh. Ah. I want to check one thing. I think we won't be able to build a wandering tank because I think the game ends around 720 something. Let's say that I build one here. Kinda doesn't matter what it is. It takes... That's 30 years, so it won't be enough. Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. So I guess with all this money, what I could do is just get... What is Moria doing? Man! Talk about an empire. How many? 14,000. Interesting. Less than... Crazy. Yeah. Let's gain some stability. Sorry that I'm not reading this because at this point I'm so used to them. I know already from the image what they do. Okay, everyone is dying of disease. Okay. First, no, that's not what I did. Oh, it is what I did. I'm sorry. Yeah. Why? Oh, because Kabadash is... Yeah. It's okay. We'll just bribe him. It's not a big deal. Is it... Galisted family. Okay. Yeah, but dude, you need to have people that don't suck, though. Because maybe that's why you don't get a job. Why is one dude enough to... That's what's crazy. Like, the fact that one dude is... They're about to die, though. That's why their prestige is so high. Crazy. Wow, I really don't have... Yes, young people, please. Any young person. I mean, 34. Yeah, but that's... It's also of my culture, which is good. And then we need to boast. Okay, so let's go to this guy. Let's bribe him a little bit. Then what we need to do is increase wages so that things don't go to shit. And I want to... Right. Let's spend some... Okay, let's do Yes. And actually, I can do even a bit more. Yeah, that's it. Because the next one would take me over. Well, wouldn't, but let's gain more popularity. If I die now, who is the... Okay, well, 0 finesse though. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. What I want to see is, now that people are in my family, can I marry them so that... Wait, pause. Why can I not arrange marriage? Wow. Interesting. Why can I not arrange a marriage? Huh. That is bizarre. Yeah, I can't. Well, I hope that they get married, but that's very strange that I can't just like... Well, why? Yeah, there are some things that the game does that limits you from, like, it's like, why? Like, why would you limit, You know what? Let's just build a Great Wandering Masala anyway. Let's just do it. Pyramid. Let's build a pyramid or templates, okay. Oh, 10,000? Wait. Wow, 10,000 coins. Wow. Oh, I actually don't have stone. You don't need double dates. Haha, double dates. Stone, 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 stone. Here. Here. Import stone for Marthia. And build yourself... let's do a tower. Like that. Yeah, like that. That guy. And let's see, what can we do? That's not bad, but we're not gonna go to war hopefully anytime soon. That's not bad. Let's do that. That's not bad either, actually. Monthly ship repair at sea, crazy. Wow. Local research points, okay, not. Wow, engineering, build time, build cost. Oh, that would be cool. Let's do that. Nah, let's do that. Yeah. Can I afford the top to be gold? Oh, I don't have the resource, right? Yeah. 45, that's okay. Yes, look at the construction site, it's so cute. That's so good. The Tower of Masala. We are not gonna build it in time because that says that it's going to be... Is there a way to speed up? No. Oh, sorry for a second. I'll be right back.